everybody on YouTube and welcome to TerraTech. We are playing the early access version 0.7.9. It is the unstable branch, of course, and if you caught our last episode and episode 1, then you will know that we are progressing quite far in the GSO license, and we are grade 1 in Venture. We haven't unfortunately unlocked GeoCorp yet, or Hawkeye. We are quite far from Hawkeye, of course, but we are on GSO grade 3 and Venture grade 1. I do have, of course, the campaign, which I have been playing for quite a long time. I used to have many other ones, but of course I have narrowed it down to save the confusion and mixing them up, because that has definitely happened before. And of course you can't play certain ones once you've reached a certain point in the unstable branch or the stable branch. You have to, of course, start the new game, which is why I have one here for you guys. We have, I think, a plane is what we are currently, of course, and in the last episode we were searching for the salt flats, which is, of course, what we have found. Now, I do have very few things here at the moment, and I am a very small plane. The reason I'm a small plane is because this is my little scout plane that I made in the last episode. It's either the last one or the first one. I believe it was the last one, because we had to fabricate a rudder or two. And what I'm going to do today is, as I said, we are going to get everything from the previous base and we are going to move it all the way here to the salt flats and do a new build. We are, of course, as well going to complete some of these missions, which are over in the previous location as well as a couple of these are actually near me, like this one, Crafty Business, is actually on the way and we will be flying over it. And we have, I think, this one as well, which is actually, funny enough, that way, which is not too bad. So what we're going to do is, I would like to fly. Problem is that this isn't actually a very good build. So I'm going to, actually, let's leave that. We're going to move you back. We're going to add you there. And we, oh no, let's get rid of you, thank you. And we're going to move you up. The reason I'm going to do that is because that should hopefully create a little bit of weight in the front, and as well our propeller will stop hitting the ground, which is what it was doing previously. Now I'm going to leave our SCU storage here, but I'm going to store that. The reason being is because that will basically keep our location in the salt flats, because it's quite big, and funny enough it didn't take too long to find it, but I don't really want to go searching all over again. So let's hopefully not fail at this and try and get into the air. I think it's actually creating a bit too much of a down. Ooh, that is really not working, so let's try and go this way. Upward please, thank you. Now this way. Now it is, yep, it is indeed creating quite a bit of downlift, so I think I should probably oh no, let's keep going, thank you. I should probably redo this, but it should do for now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed up this process, just going back to the other location. When I land, we are going to store a few things, and then we are going to, I believe, take this rail station. Let's leave it on just in case. I'll see you guys in a second. Okay guys, as you can see, we have spawned in our base and got a bit close enough to actually start earning some money. Now I'm going to do a lovely little landing here. Here we go, there we go. I did overshoot it a little bit, but that's okay. And I definitely need to, I think, move the wings forward just a tiny bit. Now let's do that just now, just so we can save the tech. So I'm going to have to move them off, and that. Move you forward, and you forward. Nope, I couldn't save them. Oh well. Let's spin you around like that, and there. Perfect. Now the reason I put them forward is just so that we actually have the wheels far enough forward that it does actually hit the hills first, as opposed to having them here and the hill, you know, could hit the propeller or the wings and so on and so forth. Now we're going to sell everything on here. I believe there's a pacemaker. There it is. Make sure it's on turbo mode so we can actually sell everything nice and quickly. I believe we only can do it one side. Nope, we can do it both sides. Perfect. That should do it lovely and quick. And we can store it just before. There we go. And my first tech. I'm going to get rid of this silly little module because I do not want that, the AI thing. And I believe I'm going to take a picture just to make sure that it is the right one. This I'm going to take a picture, and it's going to be called the GSO plane. GSO G3, as in grade 3, because that's the grade we are. Now, I know it's not completely GSO because we have a propeller, but, and also, of course, we have a block there, but it'll do for now. Now, what do we want to do with this? I think I'm going to leave that there, so whenever we come near this area, we are going to earn a lot of money. And if I show you very, very quickly, oops, by landing on it, apparently, like that, is we actually have 2 miners, 2 mining drills, whatever you want to call it, auto miners, on 1 resource pocket there. I'm going to jump to this one so you can see it properly. We have 2 on that pocket, and I managed to just get them in. These two the same, they're not actually connected. What I had to do is I had to get them super close and angle them the right way. And same with, basically, it means that we have, I think, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, we are going to save this base as well. I know it's not a base, we're going to save that. I do not like that shot. Let's try it again. That's a bit better. And it is actually called the Minor Small Cellar. Super creative, I know. Okay, now we are going to store. Nah, we're going to keep that there. We're going to store him. Do we want to store him? No, we want to store this thing that we're in, don't we? I think we're going to go to this one here. And we are going to store you. Also, very quickly, let's see if we actually have anything that we can use to fly. Yes, but we can't buy it. But I do want those because we only have 2. And I do not want to lose out on them. Now what I should do is, it is docked in, perfect. What else do I want? I would like, no, I can't buy that unfortunately. I can buy that, I'm going to buy 1 more. I should probably drop an SCU here or do the magnet trick, but since we have an SCU, apparently we don't, there we go, that's why. I was on the wrong one. Finally, we did it in the end. I would like to buy 1 more. I would like to buy U2, U3, and always a rotating anchor. Always buy a rotating anchor and a solar generator, a few batteries, and a repair bubble. I think that should do it for now. Do we want anything else? Yes, we want a muddy dog wheel. How many do we have now? 1? 2. Okay. Well, that'll do for now. But I would like some more. Also, I'm going to buy another cab. Because you can never have too many cabs. A couple of, well, 1 of those. And I do for some reason like buying these. I don't think I've really used them, but hey, if we're going to be in the sand dunes at any point, then maybe I'll use them. Anything else I want to keep? No, I don't think so. A filter, maybe. And because we have the money, I'm going to get a couple of Carbius bricks, 1 titanium block, an elastic. Don't really need Luxian, but I'm going to grab one anyway because they're cheap. Plumbia, of course. And that one there. There we go. Perfect. That's just a dropper. But you know what? We're going to grab it anyway. There we go. Perfect. Now that we have enough that we want, we can store this. Ooh, I think I just caught that in time. Perfect. And let's go check out which one's the closest. ramp is the closest one, but we aren't going to do it in this tech that we've got currently. We're going to have to make a very, very quick one for that. And I think we're going to do dead drop. No, we don't want dead drop. We want take rebel station, which is this way. Which I'm hoping it's a pretty good station. But first of all, I'm going to use something that I just bought. Do I have it? There we go. Perfect. That will do for now. I'm going to blow up a few things on the way. Now, I think that's a runner, so we're going to get nice and close. I did blow him up a little bit too much. I did kind of want some of his actual weapons, but oh well. Now, instead of using an SCU, we're just going to drop something like this. Put that there, and do you know what? We're going to grab the 2s as well. Just because they are 2s. 2 blocks. Perfect. There's the ramp. Got another tech there. Another one here. Oh my gosh, we have quite a few techs around here. Should probably charge up before we take on this load of techs behind us. I say behind us because we turned around. Oh wow, this is not fun. I say that, it's absolutely fun. So much fun. There we go. How are we doing on the energy? I should probably check. No, we're doing okay. Can I anchor in? No. Can I anchor in? No, still no. Can I anchor in? Thank you. We're going to add an SCU down because we have way too many blocks to put down. Even doing that trick, I think the SCU will just be much quicker. I'm going to move everything within, make sure it's within range. Everything that I want anyway. That's fine. Okay. Now, I think we're fully charged. But what I should do is probably add a couple more batteries, but I think for now, I'm going to leave it. We're going to take out this one in front of us. Hopefully he will recognize, and here he comes. Now I think we should have enough power to take this guy out properly. There we go. Perfect. We are going to keep your blocks. I can't reach you. I can reach you though. Oh, I want that 3-pump cannon please, thank you. And that one as well. I think you were a drill. Nope, you were a 3-pump cannon. Perfect. Drop down the one of our SCUs again. There we go. And we are going to go after the next one, which is right here. Now, I wish to keep this base here, so I'm going to not attack that one and leave it till last, and what it will do is it will convert over. And you'll see what I mean in a minute. Now that's stored everything, we're going to store its itself. That's not the word I was looking for, but that'll do. Now we are quite low on power, which is a bit of a problem. I could probably try and anchor up here, which I probably should do now that I've actually just gotten stuck. There we go. I'm just going to anchor up for a very, very quick second so I can charge up. And I think what I might do while I'm here is just add a couple of batteries on. Now we are of course going to make a new tech. We are of course going to make a new base. And I believe I might want to advance our plane and make it a little bit bigger. Now, I believe we're fully charged. Let's have a quick go at this guy. That's the one I want to go after. This guy is going to pretty much knock out our shields. There we go. He should blow up, and he is ours. Perfect. SCU to the rescue. What do we get? We got a filter, we got a refinery, a nose end, don't know what it's called, cowcatcher plough, and a spoiler, as well as a Santa hat, some 8, whatever you call them, fixed mortars, I believe they're called. 8-barrel fixed mini mortars, there we go, it's close enough. Okay, let's store you. And also, we just gained another SCU. Now, do we want any of these blocks here? Not really. Nope. But I do. And it's got a solar. What do we have on you? That's actually, do you know what? I quite like this. I think I'm actually going to store this. As in save it. Heavy mass turret. Do you know what? You're going to be the SCU turret. And you are going to be the SCU GSO turret. Yeah, I like it. Okay, while I'm going to store you, I am going to quickly anchor you up. I don't want to keep any of these things. Can I attack you over there? Nope, I'm just ever so slightly too far away. But let's have a look. What do we want next? Crafty business? No. Convert HQ. That is probably... that's the closest, and then that's the next one. But I think I'm going to go to the ramp. Very quickly try that. See if we can do that one. We may be able to now that we actually have some boosts. But I have a feeling that the boosts that we currently have are going to make us nosedive. I'm just going to go after this guy. I know I'm going the wrong way, but I would like to gain some XP. How many did I get? 15. Not much, but some is better than none. Now, I think I'm just going to be able to get up this ramp, or this hill. Oh, actually, it's quite steep there. Come on, up we go. We don't have any tankers, so that's probably a bit of a problem. Yeah, big mistake. Oh, there we go. Thanks to this one. Oh, hang on. There we go. Come on, get him. Thank you. Right, can we do it? Probably not. Nowhere near. Absolutely nowhere near. Okay, so I think we're going to very, very quickly, let's anchor you down. Perfect. And do we have a speedy one that we can use? Speedy car, speedy GSO. Oh, I'm so happy we have one. I think I'm going to charge up for a quick second. Now I can't rotate because it is a solar generator that's down, not a rotating anchor. I think... oh wow. It is taking a while. It's because it's only one solar generator, that's why. Now I don't really want that on it, so I'm going to take that off and stick you there, just so you're out of the way. And I think that should do it. Now I have a feeling that this is probably not going to be fast enough, but all I need it to do is get us onto that ramp. Oh yeah, first time. Not bad. Where did we get our trophy? Over there. Okay. That'll do. I'll take it. What do we get? We got a Venture booster rocket, a pulse booster. We got a... what do you call that? A front spoiler. Some fireworks, I think. Fireworks launcher and a mini spoiler. Also, we got, I think, a radar as well for Venture. Perfect. I will take those gladly and put those into our SCU. Let's give it a good spin round. I actually quite like this build. I don't know why I've got the collectors on there. Do you know what? We're going to take those off because they're just going to weigh it down. But I quite like it otherwise. Maybe not that being so low. I'd probably rather a rotating anchor there instead. But it'll do. It will do for the time being. Let's have a look. What are we even called? Speedy GSO. That was it. Pretty straightforward. Okay, now let's put you back onto there. Now, who's next? Crash sites. No. Convert. Renegade HQ. And you are on the way back to the new location. Now let's do a little... oh, no, we lost something. What did we lose? We lost a drill. Now, I know I could just change over to the bigger drills, but to be honest, the bigger drills tend to get caught a little bit more often. So, let's just add that wheel back on. Yes, of course, I am going to change my tech at some point and make it a little bit bigger and better, but I'm not going to do that until we get to the salt flats and we've moved everything over, because if I keep changing my tech around, I'm just going to be wasting time. Now, let's go towards this Convert Renegade HQ. I have to beat the Defender techs. It's 470 meters, so it's not too bad. We do have... Wait, what do we have over there? What do we have over here? Is this ours? Oh. Ah, okay, so that's where. I completely forgot about that. My apologies. So we're actually not too far from that base, which is where I should have probably checked out first. We have an enemy there, which is probably worth our time. Worth our time and blocks and firepower. Ooh, he's actually he's pretty powerful, but not as powerful as me, and not as quick, of course, at turning. There we go. I'm going to be tactical about what I blow up here. There we go, or at least as tactical as I can. I would like you, please. I probably threw it way out of range, but let's put one there, and let's put one here just for, you know, just in case. Ooh, that is a lot of techs. I like that base though. That looks quite pretty. Now, we have, of course, about 10 minutes left, so let's try and get that and get back to the salt flats. At least that. Okay, store that, store this. Here we go. Unfortunately, it is night time and we don't have any charge. I could try and make a furnace generator quickly. Do you know what? I'm going to do that, and I'm actually going to store myself up. Plant myself down even. Nope, I need to turn around. There we go. And we're going to do it right next to a tree. We're going to do a very, very quick furnace, recharge station, whatever you wish to call it. Let's do it on a rotating one, why not? And we're going to use you. Turn you round. Oops. Actually, no, let's keep you there, because I would like to add you there. I would like to add you... Wrong one. I want you at the end, but the right way round. Thank you. And then, of course... Where are you, where are you, where are you? Oh, I did something wrong, didn't I? Yes, I did. I would like to add you here instead. And let's add another one. We might actually be charged by the time. Where is it? This way. It's not doing it the way I want. Ah, there we go. Perfect. That should do. 3 should do it. And then we're going to add you. No, done one too far. But what we can do is actually go round and have it circulate. The reason I would like it to circulate is so it shouldn't then get blocked up. Like that. And then I'm going to have a filter going outwards. Let's have it going that way, and we're going to have another one going that way as well. You are going to be fuel. I'm going to move you actually this way, and you are going to be... Do I want you as anything else? No, I want you as rubber. That's it. But refined rubber, so rubber brick. And you know what? Let's add you there just for... Nope. Okay, we're just going to stock you down. Sorry about this, guys. I'm trying to be as quick as I can. Now, the reason I've done all that is because I'm going to make a little stockpile here, like this. And I want to go there. And then, of course, make one of... Where are you? Power. Oh, we have one. Where do we want you? Wait, can we fit you in there, really? Oh, look at that. Perfect. I quite like that. So that should hopefully, now we actually unanchor and go backwards. We do of course need another filter then if I'm going to have those resources going through. I unfortunately don't have one, so we're going to have to change that over. That's fine. To this one. Perfect. And of course a pacemaker just for good measure that we can speed up. I just realised I didn't add any batteries or any chargers. There we go, that should do just a little bit. And I'm going to knock down this tree. And while I'm doing that, add you. Do we have any more? Yep. That should do it for a moment. Perfect. Jump onto you, take a picture, and you are my charger by furnace. Nice. Now I need to turn that back to. Of course, I will add more filters as we gain more. But at the moment, we are getting a nice charge. And while that, oops, wrong one. There we go. I thought I was on that tick already. While we're on here, we are going to go after some of these guys. Now, let's go after this one first. That should do. And then this one. It should do nicely. There we go. And this one. And now we should get the base. Is it ours yet? Nope, we have one more. Just here. Oh, we're currently getting hurt. We'd like to put down an SCU though. And we upgrade to license grade 4 on the GSO. Nice. Oh, we are getting absolutely showered. Absolutely showered with goodies. So many that I can't actually move. So many goodies. Oh, we have another guy there. There we go. And also, that is now our base as well. But unfortunately, we're a bit close to a tech right now, so we can't actually store it. See? Enemy's too close. So, how to solve that problem? Take out the enemies like that. There we go. Right, did we miss anything that we want? I believe we may have. Let's move you down there. Let's have a look at you. Wait, what are you called? What are you called? Harvest Base 001. 1001. Okay, so you have an input here. You also have a few things around there. Then you come from that way. I can't work out. Inside. A random filter that is not connected to anything, or at least connected the wrong way apparently. Okay, so we have some solar generators around the outside, and it looks like that this is the input. It comes across, of course, this way, goes onto the unrefined, goes that way, refined goes this way, refined, and goes to cell, and unrefined goes down here, goes inside, around to apparently a dead end. Okay, fair enough. Well, I'm going to store that because I don't want it. Like this, there we go, and we're going to store the SCU, of course. And we are going to grab whatever block is down here as well, which is the furnace. Charger by furnace. Because we've now... Oh, actually, do you know what? We're going to charge up. Because that might have a little bit of battery left. There we go. Nice full batteries. Alright, that should do us in a minute. We're going to get this guy as well, and then we're going to store this. So charge up just a little bit more. I should probably put down another charger. Nope, we don't have any more. Just 2. Oh well, 2 will do. Nice amount of wood stored up there. Okay, let's just get you out of the way. That was out of the way even. Sorry about that. There we go. Much better. Okay. Now, let's get ready to store you up. Perfect. We're going to lose a piece of wood, but that's fine. Now, what's left? Crash site and crafty business. Now, what I think we should do is we should hit the crafty business on the way back home. And as soon as we get home, that is when we can, of course, end the episode. Unfortunately, we didn't have time this time to make the base, but I will get all the way back there and I will start one at least before we finish. I won't be able to finish one because it will probably take about a good 15 to 20 minutes at least to make a good one, unless I do a time lapse. But I think you guys will probably appreciate me showing you a few tips and tricks when it comes to actually building a base. Things like, you know, the filters only filter 3 items on a conveyor belt. If you have a line of 5 in a row, it will only filter 3 of them, skip 1 and then do another 3. That's basically how the filters work at the moment. But I think when you actually put down the pacemaker block, it actually bypasses that 3 filter glitch, and it actually means all of the resources goes through the 1 filter instead of having to have 2. So I will have to see if I can show you that as soon as we get back to our base. Now we are of course on our way back through Crafty Business on the way to our base. It's about 2 kilometers, which is quite a while away, so I'm kind of contemplating getting our plane out. But instead what I'm going to do is I'm just going to blow up a couple of techs on the way and see if we can very shortly, I say very shortly, get to grade 5. But I think that's going to be some time. Oh, we did just glitch out really badly on a wheel, which is very unfortunate considering it's literally a tiny little wheel. It seems that the glitching out when it comes to running over a block seems to be getting a lot worse as the patches go. I will say that, unfortunately, but you know, that's quite minor in comparison to all the glitches that they've actually fixed and corrected, which again I am very grateful for. Now, I think we may have instantly just now run into a problem, which is probably only going to be solved by one thing, and that is our GSO G3 plane. So let's jump into our G3 and we're going to store my first tech. Yes, we're going to lose those resources, but I am absolutely fine with that. Oh, I'm going to do a really bad takeoff, of course. Let's try this again. That way, thank you. Straight up and left. Now we're just going to fly over these just so we can actually get over to our base, because this terrain would be nigh impossible to traverse, shall we say, on my with my tech. So let's drop down here. How are we doing? What is this one? Nice soft landing. Okay, a bit of fabrication. Alright, show me what you got. Mr. Crafty Mike is going to be teaching us about resources. Now we need... I think we need our other tech for this one, which was my first tech. We're going to grab you for a minute and we're going to run into a load of trees. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. You want a load of rubber jelly. That is only 2, I believe. And you want loads more than that. There we go. You're going to take those. I know you don't want Luxite, but I accidentally ran into that. Do we have any rubber jelly that we can use? Yes, we have that down there. I can solve that by lifting you out. And you, and you, and you. There we go. Perfect, that should do it. I may need one or two more. Oh, you need plumbite ore as well? Okay, plumbite is the grey one. I have a feeling that might be a bit difficult to find. Yep, so I tell you what we can do is we're going to skip this mission and we're going to have to come back to this one. Because trying to find all this plumbite ore in the middle of nowhere is going to be a bit tedious. So I think what we can do is we're going to store you. And we're going to take off again. Off this cliff. There we go. Right, we're going to go this way, all the way back to our base. I've just realised we're going the wrong way, because we want to go to the SCU, which is this way. There we go. Oh, we're actually, look, we're not too far away. So I hope that the Crafty Mike will stay spawned in. There we go. Beautiful landing. And I'm going to show you very quickly, before we actually start to make our base, just how beautiful the salt flats are and how big they are as well. I believe we have 2 or 3 trading stations around. We have one where we were just there. We have another one somewhere over here. If I can find it. I believe it might be over there. There it is. So there's another one. This is number 2, just there. And we have pretty much most of the biomes around us as well. We have loads and loads of beautiful resources. Sand, rocky behind us, forest there, or plains. I don't think we have a rocky biome near us. But then we have another stretch here of the salt flats, which is away from our base. And we do have another trading station somewhere here. Where are you? There it is. Just popped up. And look, we have a beautiful sculpture right here. Now I'm very tempted to do our base here. Very, very tempted, because then it means we get the trading station there. We get a few nice high locations that we can drop turrets on, which would be very helpful when they have missiles. Very, very helpful. We also have a good amount of resources on the ignite ore. We have some more ignite there, as well as the blue one is titanite, I think. Doesn't sell for too much, but again, there's lots, so it will sell. Some more there as well. Okay, let's fly back to our base. Yeah, you saw it too. I hope it's not a trap. Nope. And again, a lovely, lovely soft landing. What do we get? We got an AI cab, a collector, and a couple of resources, a white block, and a radar. Amazing. Let's store you. And we're going to turn around. Oh, on 2 wheels apparently. And then we're going to go back to our base. There is a big block in front of us, as well as I think another crate. Which, do you know what? I am going to have a look at you. Are you a trap as well? Nope. And your Avenger crate, please be a good one. Oh my god, yes, we are being showered with treats. Lots of treats. What do we get? Wheel, firework, razor, thingamajig, a sword, vibroblade, front spoiler, radar, and a small spoiler, mini spoiler. Bub spoiler. Store you, and there we go. Let's find where our other one was. Over here. Problem is that tech may follow us. Now I do quite like this little area here because again we could put turrets up there. Oh, something's following us. Oh, I'm a little stuck. There we go. Okay. Now I think it's probably beneficial that we actually load in a bigger tech. And it won't unfortunately dock in, so let's do it ourselves. There we go. And we're going to store the G3. Okay, now guys, we are of course back here. We have currently how many missions? We have one, just Crafty Business. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the Keep Up, which is a racing one, add the Dead Drop, and I am actually going to accept Big Yellow. And that means we are going to get the Geocorp mission as well. I'm going to save that till last, and on the next one, what we're going to do is we are going to start off by building a beautiful base around here. Hopefully we can actually start purchasing a few more blocks as well, because we have a little bit of money. I'm actually going to, do you know what, do it just to finish the episode. I'm going to buy a few things, like a component factory for instance, which I would very much like. I don't need anything else like that, but I do want a pacemaker, a couple of boosters. Of course I would like wings, who doesn't? And of course I would like one of those. And of course my aerofoil rudder. Anything else? A miner maybe? Do you know what? We're just going to buy everything that we can. Of course I would like you, you and you. Oh, let's actually buy that properly. And do we need anything else? Ooh, you look like fun. Combat shotgun. Sure, why not? Let's buy you. And muddy dog wheel, bumper wheel, so we have a spare. And a venture cab. Finally, we have a venture cab. It's about time. There we go. Perfect. Okay guys, well that wraps up this episode, and I hope you've enjoyed. Next episode we will, as I said, build a base, a nice beautiful base with a couple of turrets. Then we will venture out and go get the Crafty Business. We'll finish that. We will of course do the Keep Up one, find the racer, do the Dead Drop, and we will of course do a Big Yellow. If there are any more missions we will take them on, and of course see how far we can progress our save. Thanks guys, and I hope you enjoy.